Hello, welcome to a new video. Today we will be coping about having an existential crisis about not having an art style, really. Now, so that you understand me, I'm gonna give you some context on why I'm having this problem and actually what problem I am having in the first place. First of all, I am a self-taught artist mostly. I did go to some kind of, not college degree or anything like that, not anything serious or related to fine arts. I never studied any of that. Actually, I'm studying medicine, so let's just leave it there. I did take some lessons or some kind of course where they taught me how to make my own comics. The problem is that when I got in, I thought that they would teach me manga as much as just comics from, American comics and all of the stuff that we have here in the West. But they focused only in that. They didn't show us anything other than that. And whenever I would do anything about manga, it would always get low grades. They would teach me the basics, yes, but they also wouldn't go in depth into manga necessarily. I think there was like one unit where we had to do assignments, and well, that was just about it. But what is the negative thing about this? Well, I had an art style that wasn't really my art style. It just was me trying to find it, so I wouldn't define it that way. But it was more on the anime side, on the manga side. And basically in this course, they were only asking me for assignments where I had to just adapt and to take references from Marvel Comics, DC Comics, comic artists from Instagram, because that's what the references they wanted me to have. And that ended up changing my art style. So currently, I'm finding myself in this existential problem. I think I have like 3 different art styles. I have the anime art style. It's an art style that I had since I was in high school. Because of these lessons that I took on comic, I have more of a Western comic style, art style. But while adapting to these changes, I think I did develop just an art style that is halfway through. And because of this, sometimes it is very hard for me to do the other 2 art styles well, because that thing that's in between, that is not, to be honest, it's even annoying because it's not anything. It's just sort of there. And because of that, I was just saying, you know what, I'm gonna draw, like, let's say my OC or my Zona. And all of that brings us to the context of this canvas, basically, where I'm just trying to draw my Zona as many times as possible and see the differences between each drawing that I make, and try to see if I can find any sort of consistency. And I'm gonna hold on to that for dear life. Did it happen? Spoiler alert, I don't think so. But at least I do realize that I want to keep my art style more on the anime side than in the comic side. Especially since now I'm trying to get commissions. I find that the comic style can be nice, but I don't know how many people are gonna be appealed by that. And that's just a perception that I have. It's not based on anything. I just think that whenever I do an anime style, it's much more detailed. It's cuter. It pops. I can make it pop in different ways. Something that I can't really do for the comic illustrations I made. Because with the comic pen, it's like a panel. I focus more on the idea of what it's trying to express. But hey, I don't want to make this video all depressive and all so negative. No, we're not doing that. Let's focus on what I'm currently trying to draw. It's my Zona. I used a post that I found on Pinterest where she's coming out of this wall at the edge, kind of hiding, spying on someone, looking for that tea, listening to the tea. Oh yes, and here I'm doing the highlights, which I really enjoyed, and I really liked how they turned out because they look simple, but they look like they're right. They look like they're correct, and that's something I really liked about this one. I think that's what I like about this drawing, specifically this drawing that I'm working on this very second. And here I'm trying to make it pop, but no, that doesn't work. Let's try something else. And the basic dots, highlight dots, my favorite, satisfying. And here about coloring the clothes. You know, something really interesting about this is the fact that I wanted to make the shirt plain white and have nothing nice about it, just simple clothes, and I said no, because we're gonna learn, we're gonna do something nice. And so instead of just using plain white, I ended up just using several colors. On one shirt, I just used like a rainbow, so I just grabbed this rainbow pastel palette and I was like, I'm gonna use everything. Like one color is gonna be the highlights and the other one's gonna be the shadows, and we're gonna learn today. We're gonna make it look good. We're gonna make it look like we put some thought into this, you know. And pastel colors are nice, but I need something that makes everything pop or get assembled. So I did end up adding some brighter colors, like more saturated colors in the end, which I ended up liking a lot. I'm very glad that I did that. And here, let's assemble the eyes. I wanted to make the eyes look like they become one with everything. So I wanted to give them little details, which I ended up liking a lot. And I don't know if I've done this before, but I know that I really like doing this here. I don't know. When I did this, I felt like, yes, I would actually pay someone. I would actually pay someone to draw something like this for me. And the worst part is that I don't know how I did it. I don't know. And now the most feared moment, the canvas inversion. Good thing that now I know how to fix this, sort of. Just liquefying tool, please help me, liquefying tool. And finally we're gonna be working on the pillar, the column, I don't know what she's holding, the wall, and the background behind her, which is not very detailed, to be honest. But that's okay, because what I wanted to draw and what I wanted to focus more on was about character design art style. So it's okay. I mean, I wanted to practice with everything else that was around. So I'm really happy with how it's looking. Even now I think it looks nice. But somehow it just looks like shit when you're working on it. It doesn't look that bad from here. Maybe it's just because of the editing. You know what? I actually like it. This makes me just want to do that drawing again, but like on a canvas for its own. I don't have much to say about the rest of the drawings, so you can feel free to do anything you like and just use my video's background. Or if you like picking like me, you can just watch it. I mean, you have 9 minutes ahead. Do with them whatever you want. I just hope that you enjoy them. So I'll see you at the end of the video. drawing looks like. If you made it all the way here, wow. If you liked the video and you want me to keep making content like this, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And you can check all of my socials too if you want. They're in the description below. Bye bye.